Welcome to Conversations with the Queen. This is Rain Janique, your host, the Queen. I'm here again. Thank you for joining me to talk about season. I'm here for season 2, episode 7. Man, these episodes are going by so fast, you guys, and that's okay. I'm enjoying it. Um, I think I'm gonna do 4 more for this season for season 2. Then I'm done. Okay. I'm gonna take another little vacation, but I got 4 more to do after this. Season 2, episode 7. And today I'm gonna talk about, of course, quotes that I love. It's one quote that I shared recently on Instagram, Facebook. I share a lot of inspiration. So if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, you should. Rain Janique. Rain Janique. Go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. Just go and follow me, okay? I thank you guys. You guys are truly amazing. I'm up to, in my Instagram, I'm up to 100,000 subscribers. So, go look at my page, invite your friends, and don't forget to like my Instagram page, okay? So I'm trying to get up to 1,000,000 subscribers. So y'all go ahead and help the girl out, okay? All right. Again, this is season 2, episode 7. And I'm going to talk to you about a quote that I love that I say, and I have shared it for over these last 4 years. I have been sharing it, and it says, "You're asking people to validate you who ain't even validated." I mean, it's crazy. So many people out here looking for validation, and the people that you're asking, no. I'm like, these people are not even validated. So why would you be asking for validation from these people? Okay. That's like somebody going from church to church, looking for somebody to validate them as a prophet, apostle, anything like that, minister or whatever. If you know you're called to do a certain thing, do it. You don't have to wait for validation. You guys are asking people to validate you that's not even valid. Okay? You're asking for these preachers and teachers and apostles and everybody to validate you, and they only have 3, 4, 5 members. Okay? These people are not even valid. Come on. Tell the truth. Stop looking for validation from these people. Okay? If you're called, do what you have to do. You do not need these other people to validate you. You really don't. All you need to have is that knowing that you've been called. If you know that you know that you know that you've been called, why seek validation from people? Okay? It's a sad situation, and you're wasting precious time. You could be out there helping people, doing whatever it is that you're, supposed to be doing, instead of looking for people to validate you. You're probably never going to get that validation, because the people you're asking, they can't even validate themselves. They can't validate anything. So stop asking these people to validate you guys. So my topic today is, validated by who? Somebody, I see so many people, this person or that person recommend me. I'm like, okay, why? Who are they to you? No, stop looking for validation. You guys, we got to do better. We got to know that we know that we know. And, go from there. Y'all asking blind people to proofread your vision. I don't need nobody to proofread what I know that I've been called to do, my path and my walk in life. I don't need nobody to proofread that. I can read just fine. And these people that you guys are asking, they're blind. Okay. A lot of my jealous, a lot of my haters. Now, I don't like using that word haters because a lot of people are using that word haters, and that's just not the truth. Make sure that they're real haters and not people who is telling you the truth and you're mad. Two different things. If somebody is telling you the truth and you get mad, that's not a hater. Okay? So stop asking blind people to proofread your visions, okay? Or your whatever you have to do in this life. You're asking blind people to proofread your why? Why would I? Why would I go talk to somebody that is on the same level as me or even beneath me? Mm-mm. We have to do better, you guys. We really, really, really have to do better. I got notes, so if you see me reaching, I'm just looking at my notes, okay? I do have notes because I have talking points. I just don't want to be on here just rambling off at the mouth and don't know what I'm talking about. Trust me, I have notes. So, let's see. Because I had a quote that I want to share with you guys. That's what I'm looking for on my phone. I have a quote that I want to share with you guys. I just shared it yesterday, I believe, on Facebook. Let's see. Your need for affirmation and acceptance from your critics will often derail you from your purpose. The people you are asking to validate you are usually the people who are your critics. Why would you go to them to validate you? You got to know that you know that you know. So, excuse me, validated by who? The people you're asking to validate you, those people not even valid. They haven't been through not one trial, one test, no anything. But you're asking them to validate you. Come on, you got to stand on your own 2 feet, okay? We got to stop looking for people to agree with us. I don't need you to agree with me because everybody's not going to agree with you. And that's okay. That's okay. We have to really start being okay with people not agreeing with us and move on and, stop like disliking people because they don't agree with you. I'm learning how to just move on because guess what? I'm not going to change my opinion. You're not going to change your opinion. So we just going to keep fighting back and forth. It's a waste of time and energy and space. I could be doing something else. You could be doing something else. Okay. It's the truth. And stop asking these blind people to proofread your vision. Because 9 times out of 10, people who you're asking, they're not doing anything, they haven't done anything, and they're not going to do anything. So why would you go and step out to ask when you know that you're called to step out and do a certain thing? These people ain't doing nothing, literally nothing. Same thing they was doing last year, same thing was doing 2 years ago, same thing was doing 5 years ago. These people haven't moved from that place. So stop looking for them people for real to validate you. Trust me, it's some people out there be like, oh, she know. Oh, and it's usually the ones you least expect. Because the ones that people that know you, let me tell you something. People that know you, they're comfortable with knowing you a certain way. So it'd be hard for them to change. When you change, it'd be hard for them to change their view of you because they're comfortable with seeing you as this person. Mm-mm. And that you're probably never going to get validated from people you know, and that, your family is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Stop looking for validation from your family members for sure, because they're not going to validate you, because they stuck in the same rut that they were in 20 years ago, and they mad because you're doing something different, and they're going to make you feel bad for wanting different. So stay away from the people you know when it comes to, if you're looking for something, if you're looking for validation. That's why my topic is validated by who? Child, by these people ain't doing nothing, don't have nothing, and will never. You already 10 times, further than them in life than they'll ever be in their life. So why would you go 10 paces behind to get validated by someone? Me, I look up to people that is where I want to be. They're already there. I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I want to be. Find those people in your life, okay? Sit up under them, learn from them. Too many people are being jealous of people that's, step up or two above them. If this is where I'm trying to be, why would I go to somebody that's down here? No, honey, I'm trying to find people that's fit my future, not my past. Okay? Look for them people that's already doing what you want to do. I'm not going to people who we are doing the same thing. No. Mm-mm. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm already doing that. So stop asking blind people to proofread your vision. Okay? And stop going to your critics for validation. Now, critics are good in life because you don't want everybody agreeing with you. Something is wrong with that. So you want to have some critics, but you want to make sure those people have your best interest in mind and in heart, not the ones that just want to criticize you. Mm-mm. Not all critics are bad, okay? By no means am I saying all critics are bad. Mm-mm. But stop asking those critics who ain't doing shit to validate you. Come on, we got to do better than that. Validated by who? I watch some of these movies. Well, I barely watch TV, but I see some of these actors and I'm like, ooh, okay. I just don't like the way they act. They have no range. But yet they keep putting these same people on major films. I'm like, how? Who is validating you? What the crap? Even especially some of these rappers. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. Mm-mm. This mumble rap, child. I can get better from my dogs. That mumble rap, I can't stand that mumble rap. And here's what I feel about the mumble rap in the music industry. I can talk about the stuff that I know about. Okay, the music industry, I believe, push these mumble raps so that white boys will have something to compare themselves to. And I've never seen so many white boys try to come out with this mumble rap. I'm like, Oh, that was the setup. Pushing that mumble rap so these white boys can have something to say. Oh, I'm like so and so. Okay, both of y'all trash. Okay? Because they can't compare to all the old school rappers. Run DMC, they can't compare to Grandmaster Flash and Grandmaster. They can't compare to them people who had substance, who had actual topics to talk about, and not this bull crap. What they talk about, everybody talk about making money and getting rich, and I be saying, and I be looking, and I be saying to myself, child, this is your first record. This is your first release. This is your first video. This is your first, and you trying to portray like you got all this money. Look, if you can hold a wad of money to your ear or to your face or anything, if you can hold it in your hand, period, that's not a lot of money. Okay? It's just not a lot of money. I'm talking about money where, if you talk about you have money, but show up with suitcases of money, with briefcases full of money. Don't come to me with no little bit of money. There could be a bunch of ones folded up in your hand. Who's validating this foolishness? Hmm. Yep. Who's validating that foolishness? So stop going to your critics and stop going to people who don't know to validate you. You're no better than people running from church to church to church to get validated by these pastors and preachers who have less than 100 members. Child by. They put up they make it seem like they're doing all of this and all of that. But they're not. They're not. So, if you don't remember anything else I said today, look for people that fit your future and not your past. Those are the ones that will help you. Those are the ones now to glean from. Those are the ones to take advice from. Those are the ones to look up to. It's too many people looking back for people to validate them. Don't look back. I don't go back, and I don't look back. I'll be like, oh child, okay, I did that. Okay, and I know you guys heard me talk about it. Somebody that has been married only 5 years, you can't tell me nothing. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the hat and the whatever. I ain't taking no advice for somebody who's been married only 5 years. Girl, boy, you better get the fuck up out of here. I can care less. Get to where I am now. Let's see how you are when you at almost 30 years. Okay? Some of them not gonna even make it. Sad to say, but it's true. So find people that fit your future and not your past, okay? Validated by who? Y'all go back and listen to some of the old school rappers, like Big Daddy King and all them. Listen to them, and then listen to this garbage today. And I want to know, where did it change? Where did it change? And how did it change? And who made those changes? Mhm. Who validating this mess? Mm-mm. Nope. Okay. Validated by who? That's the topic for today. Because there's too many people out looking for validation from people who fits your past and not your future. Okay? And that's my little rant for today. Okay, thank you guys for listening. You guys are awesome. I love you. Again, this is Rain Janique, Conversations with the Queen. I got so much to talk to you guys about. Next week, I'll be talking about forgiveness. Okay? So, I hope to see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment because I do read the comments. Okay? This has been the Queen. I am now signing out. Conversations with the Queen. Season 2, episode 7. Validated by who?